See ya. But you can tighten that motherfucker up. So this little screw here was the whole problem with this. I know I got a picture of the or video of what I was doing, but I slid the the top part off, only to find this screw loose. That's what holds the shaft for this crank steady. Now we got rid of all of our backlash. Isn't that something? So, could probably still do a little tightening. I think we found the biggest problem. So what I'm going to do is I am going to probably take the whole thing apart anyway and clean all the gibs and basically give her just a good cleanup. A whole bunch of these little things around. I don't know what they are. It's probably from previous jobs. A lot of gook down in here where this has been through. Looks like these threads here got flattened out somehow or another. I don't know what the problem is there. Sure be nice if I could get a new one of those, if those are a problem. Maybe that's why it doesn't crank all the way out to one direction. But this is the only part that's threaded. I wonder if I could get a whole new setup there. I'm going to look online and see if I can, and I'll just get a new shaft with a new thread if possible. If not, I'll just put it back together and not have to crank it all the way across until I can find the right parts. All these look in really good condition. They're not all ground up with metal or anything like that, so that means that they have been at least been relatively free of that. This one, on the other hand, I'm going to have to take this whole axis off here, scrape all these, and make sure everything is good. Looks to me like I have some rust. Very small. Be sanded off, I'm sure. Doesn't look to be that important to me because I don't think it even rests there. But down here, where everything slides, and the gibs all look in good shape. I think there's a screw right here, and there's another one down here just like it, and I think that is how we adjust some of our backlash. So here we go, and we're off. I'll have to get my parts cleaner cleaned up, and if I can get this bottom end back together, and if I can find one of these babies and get everything cleaned up, I'd be in business. This here, I'm having an issue with. It does not want to move up and down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to spray it down with some stuff and see if I can get it to at least get loosened up so I can raise it as high as possible, and then I'll lock it in position and take my gear pole out and see if I can maybe hand polish that. It looks like there's a lot of rust on there, unfortunately. So I think that right here is going to be my biggest amount of manual labor on this. I think everything else is going to be scraping and wiping down with some cleaners, and everything else is real nice and clean. I didn't take a video of this whole process, and I might just go backwards and do it, but this was a roller bearing on each end of this, and this is our main, our main shaft that goes up and down. There's a roller bearing on each end, and the roller bearings can be pre-tensioned with 2 lock rings. And the bearings themselves don't look in bad condition. as far as it goes. But I don't know if you can see that. It almost looks like a, there's a good view. It almost looks like a lap job on a valve. You know, it's kind of wore all the chrome off of the race, and none of the bearings have any chips or gouges in them, and this is smooth as silk. So considering what we're doing here, I'm not sure that it's necessary to change those bearings. But my thought is, let's look up the price of these bearings, and if they aren't crazy, let's buy some new bearings, hey? Let's see if I can get a number on those. Probably not. Let's put the light on. Oh, there we go. That's so much better. So this one, it's NGK 30206J HR 30206J. It is NSK for the bottom bearing, which leads you to believe that someone might have been in here before. And the top bearing, this is listed as, it says, yeah, this is not good, is it? But it says Mach, or NACHI, E30205J. And it's a made in Japan bearing. I don't know where NSK is made nowadays. But the race is the same number. So I'm guessing I could probably run down to the parts store and try to match this, or there's a bearing place that I deal with in California that does nothing but bearings. So I might give them guys a call and see if they can help me out here. And the bearings that are on the end of the, I don't remember which X or Y, has an NGK number of Z is in zebra 904. It's on the one side. Well, the other side I can't get out because it's so gooey and it's not cooperating very nicely. So anyhow, I feel pretty dang good about everything that's going on so far. I don't see any worn out areas that are just horrible except for this. And I really think that I can get that to a much better place. Especially, I don't know that it doesn't have to be that perfect anyway, I don't believe, but you know, once you get it in position, you can lock that. So I'm hoping that this isn't going to create a big issue for me. So that'll be take the motor off so it's a 50 pounds lighter type thing, and then take all the belts off the top. And then what I'm going to try to do, if at all possible, I'd love to just take this whole thing off of the machine itself, and I would like to just get this polished. It'd be nice if I could actually take it out and maybe take it down to the machine shop and see what they can do for me. But anyhow, that's that.